You finally have answers, but now what? Getting a Lyme diagnosis can feel like relief and panic at the same time. In this video, I'll walk you through the first 5 steps that actually move you forward so you don't have to stay stuck in confusion or fear, wondering what's going to happen. I'll also share a few things that I wish someone told me sooner when I was fighting back against Lyme disease. My name is Ryan Kearns, and I had Lyme disease in 2016. It seriously affected my body. I was sleeping 18 hours a day. I was fainting. My heart rate was dropping. But luckily, I was able to heal all naturally. I used holistic methods to get through the war against Lyme disease, and now I spend all my time helping other people do exactly that. Between creating our own herbal products, our Lyme Wars community, and giving back to Lyme research and advocacy, we've been doing this for years and helping thousands of people get better from Lyme disease. I'm just saying, you're in the right place. Step 1 is to confirm and understand your diagnosis. See, the testing process is so weird and wild that you might miss something. Now, that might just mean, yes, you're diagnosed with Lyme disease. Let's move forward and start getting you better. Or it could mean, oh, I have Lyme disease and I also have a co-infection with Babesia, Bartonella, Ehrlichia, EBV. There's a ton of different co-infections that exist within Lyme disease that you might be dealing with as well. You don't necessarily have to know what co-infection you're dealing with in order to get better. But if you know those co-infections, it's very good to have those up front from the very beginning so that you can take additional steps. You probably only know if you have co-infections if you got a more advanced testing process done through IGeneX or one of the more popular advanced testing labs. If you didn't get that advanced testing done, if you did the traditional ELISA and Western blot test, or if you don't even know what test you took, but your doctor just told you have Lyme disease, it's okay. Don't get too bogged down in the co-infections and in the complexity of Lyme disease. Let's move forward with simple things that you can do today so that you start taking back your body. My goal is to help you feel like yourself again. And I know that this has been a hard road, but I promise if you follow some of these steps, we will get you better. Since testing is so hit or miss and strange, we went about creating our own assessment that asks you 25 questions and grades you on a red, yellow, or green scale based on if you've been exposed to Lyme disease bacteria and how likely it is that you are dealing with a Lyme disease infection. So if you want, it's completely free and you can check it out at freelymetest.com to see where you stand in your Lyme disease journey. Second, don't try to do this alone. You don't have to. There's many people out there that want to help you get better. We want to be by your side, holding your hand. We want to make sure that you don't have any questions or that you're not left in the dark about things. Sometimes this process can seem so confusing, so overwhelming, and it seems like you're completely alone. It feels like nobody is in your corner fighting for you or standing up for you or advocating for your health as a patient in the traditional medical system. Now, if you're here, I obviously look at myself as someone that wants to be your friend, wants to be your healer, your guide, whatever you want to call it. I'm here to support you. I want to help you get through this process because for me, it was so life-changing. First, it was so difficult. The bottom was so low. I mean, I'm talking rock bottom of my life. And then I've been able to build back to somewhere pretty impressive. But the point is, I'm still in the process of building back as we speak. My life can always be better. And if you believe that same thing, then you're in the right place because I'm going to help you become the best version of yourself through the process of healing from Lyme disease. Now, if that sounds crazy to you because you have brain fog and your joints hurt and you're fatigued and completely exhausted every single day, then please stick around because I'm just going to continue doing this day in and day out until you start to see the hope yourself and you start to watch your symptoms get better. So when I say build a support team, one thing that I really mean is come hang out with me as often as possible. That's why I do this work. I want to support as many people as possible. I look at anybody who's continually affected by Lyme disease as my responsibility. It's my responsibility to help people get better from Lyme disease because I chose this path. I chose this as my purpose in the world for helping people. Beyond that, find a doctor that is a Lyme-literate doctor. You can find a full list on the ILAD's website I'll link to that below. And make sure you keep your physician looped into everything that you're doing and consistently communicate with your physician and with any other practitioner that you decide to work with. The point is, it can feel lonely, but it's not. You have help. At the very least, I'm here for you as a fellow Lyme warrior to help you get through this process. And I've been studying this for over a decade now, so I have all of the nuance, all of the bells and whistles that you need to make this work for you. Step 3, support your gut and your detox pathways. It's important to remember that your gut is the home to your immune system. 70 to 80% of your immune system lives in your gut microbiome. So if you have a gut microbiome that's healthy and flourishing and diverse and growing and expanding, then you are healthy. You're going to be able to win this war. So it's important that you get your gut to that place and that you only eat foods that will push you in that direction. And as far as detox pathways, when the body kills off Lyme disease bacteria, which it can do, our body creates specific antibodies to do that. It's just up to us to give our body the right fuel to make sure that we're continuing to create these antibodies and give it the right support by providing other antimicrobials such as herbs or antibiotics, ideally herbs because they don't kill healthy gut bacteria. When these Lyme bacteria are killed off, they need to be removed from the system along with a host of other toxins that get released. That is called detoxification. This happens through the liver, the kidneys, the lymph nodes, and it's just a regular process that our body knows how to go through. But if your body is not detoxifying well, then those toxins get trapped in your body and you end up with a worsening of symptoms, often referred to as a Herxheimer reaction. So we want to avoid that. We want to support detoxification as much as possible. Simple ways to start supporting detox right now is 1, stay very hydrated. Drink as much water as you can in a day. 2, you can do simple things like dry brushes or Epsom salt baths. Remember to constantly be thinking about breathing so that you can relax your body. The more often we get to rest and repair mode instead of fight or flight, stressed out mode, the better off you'll be, the easier it will be to heal. And 3rd, choosing the right herbs and the right diet to really support those detox pathways and make sure your body can eliminate those toxins will be so beneficial to your gut, to your detox systems, to your overall holistic wellness so that you can start to move forward and get better. Whether or not you take antibiotics or herbs or whatever you're choosing, doing this part, still focusing on your gut microbiome and on your detox pathways is paramount. It will help you so much in the war against Lyme disease. Step number 4, pace yourself and track your progress. So healing from Lyme disease can be like a marathon, not a sprint. Oftentimes I see people just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at their symptoms. And unfortunately, what happens is the body gets overwhelmed and the body can't break everything down and use everything that you're taking. And it ends up getting worse instead of better. You could end up with stomach issues or liver toxicity issues or problems really breaking down all of the compounds that you're taking. Instead, it works a lot better to go low and slow, take it steady, gradually increase as you go along. You could even do things like taper off. You can do things like pulse treatment. There's so many different treatment options, especially when it comes to natural treatment of Lyme disease. It works much better to take it low and slow and pace yourself than it does to try and do everything all at once. Healing from Lyme disease is not linear. It's up and down and up and down. You'll have good days and you'll have bad days. And eventually you will be able to take back your body and feel like yourself again. I promise. But all you have to do is show up for yourself consistently and do the things that we talk about here on this channel. Track your progress. Keep a simple symptom tracker. All that really means is write down how you're feeling at multiple times throughout the day. If you feel like crap, write it down. If you feel really good on a certain day, write that down. Try to think about what you're doing on the days that you feel really good or the day before you feel really good and what you did during, before, and after the days you feel really bad. Having that simple data that you can actually just collect yourself is one of the easiest things you can do to start to track your progress and get better. Lyme disease is different for everybody, so tracking what's really going on inside of your specific body is the best way to crawl your way out of this mess. Step number 5, protect your mindset. Okay, a lot of this process is a mindset, just like thinking about it in long term, a marathon instead of a sprint. That's a mindset that you can use. These mental frames matter so much when we're going through this because it can feel difficult. It can feel hopeless. It can feel like you're in this alone, and it can feel like it's very, very difficult or maybe even impossible for you to ever get better. But I want you to know that that is not true. It is 100% possible for you to take back your body and feel like yourself again. That's one of the main reasons why I create videos so often and talk about this so often. Is simply to get through to your head that it is possible. You can do this. Way too often I see people give up far before they're, maybe even right before they're about to get some massive results. They give up and they go sliding back down. And that is what we want to avoid. We want to make sure our mindset stays strong, that we're continuing to move forward and better ourselves every day. We're just continuing to try our best, even when it feels like we can't do it anymore. And look, as someone who's dealt with depression and helped other people fight depressing thoughts and hopelessness, I want you to know that I don't take this lightly. This mental battle that you're fighting against an outside invader of Lyme disease, but also with yourself every single day, does not go unnoticed. It's not your fault, and it's not all in your head. You're not crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. Your body is simply going through a phase, a time in your life when it needs more focus, more attention, and more powerful inputs to make sure that it heals correctly. Lyme recovery is as much mental as it is physical. So find small wins, stay connected to people who lift you up, and remind yourself your body is on your side. It knows how to heal, just needs the right tools to start doing so. Again, you're not broken, you're healing, and that's okay. So those are your first 5 steps after a Lyme diagnosis. As you'll see, they're more of an overview type step. If you want the deep, nitty-gritty, tactical things that we can actually do day in and day out to get better, you're in exactly the right place. So hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I got 3 free things for you to get started on your Lyme disease journey that are going to help you out. First of all, if you don't have a Lyme disease diagnosis and you just think you have Lyme disease, you should go to freelymetest.com. Secondly, the Lyme Survival Guide. Now, I've been through Lyme disease. It affected me deeply. It was very difficult for me. I was able to come back in an all-natural way without using antibiotics or doctor's offices or really expensive treatments. I used herbs and diet and holistic wellness to get better. And I detailed everything I did in a 6-step manual that you can get for free. The link is below this video. It's called the Lyme Survival Guide. All you have to do is put in your email address. We'll send it over to you. You'll have it for life. You download it and it's yours. This is our gift to you for checking out our stuff and for being involved in what we're doing. And to date, we've given away over $400 to Lyme disease organizations to help with the funding, the advocacy and research of Lyme disease, so we can help more people get better, take back their bodies, and feel like themselves again. If you want to be involved with things like that, I suggest joining our free community where we talk to each other, we help each other, and we show each other the path of getting better in an all-natural way. The link for that is also in the description. So go to the description below this video if you want any of those free tools to get started down your Lyme disease healing journey. I'm here for you. If you need anything, comment below, ask any questions that you have. Just go down below and let's get started working together. We've got a bunch of free stuff for you to get started, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.